Yo, welcome to the Birdman Show. Let's dive deep. Murder mysteries and tales that make you lose sleep. We re-uncover in the darkness the stories we'll keep. Laughing about the silliness while we leap and we sweep.
Here's to mental health, let's break the chains. Friends talking it out, we got no shame. On the Birdman Show, let the truth unfold. Mysteries and madness, stories bold. From silly to serious, every episode's gold. Together we rise, let the secrets be told.
From the worst of the worst, we re-shining some light. Unraveling the tales of crime in the night. Crack a smile with the stories, take flight in the fight. Relationships and wisdom, we keep the vibe right.
Bring your laughter, share your pain.
In this journey together we read breaking the grave.
On the Birdman Show, let the truth unfold. Mysteries and madness, stories bold. From silly to serious, every episode's gold. Together we rise, let the secrets be told. So tune in with us, take a seat. The Birdman Show's where the real ones meet.
Yo, welcome to the Birdman Show. Let's dive deep. Murder mysteries and tales that make you lose sleep. We re-uncover in the darkness the stories we'll keep. Laughing about the silliness while we leap and we sweep.
Here's to mental health, let's break the chains. Friends talking it out, we got no shame. On the Birdman Show, let the truth unfold. Mysteries and madness, stories bold. From silly to serious, every episode's gold. Together we rise, let the secrets be told.
From the worst of the worst, we re-shining some light. Unraveling the tales of crime in the night. Crack a smile with the stories, take flight in the fight. Relationships and wisdom, we keep the vibe right.
Bring your laughter, share your pain.
In this journey together we read breaking the grave.
On the Birdman Show, let the truth unfold. Mysteries and madness, stories bold. From silly to serious, every episode's gold. Together we rise, let the secrets be told.
From the worst of the worst, we re-shining some light. From the Birdman Show, let the truth unfold.
Yo, what is up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy, the Birdman, from the Birdman Show. Right now, flying solo, but you know how I go. You know what to do, so why don't you go ahead and do it with me? That is right. Yeah, like I said, rocking it live, rocking it solo. But you know, it is what it is. We do what we do. We keep it moving. Like I said, got to say what's up to everybody. How you guys doing over there in TikTok land? We got TikTok land. We got YouTube going on. We got Rumble going on. And like I said, we're just doing the thing. So hopefully everybody is doing well. That is definitely, hopefully that's what's going on. I don't know who all we have watching us here over here in TikTok land, but we're going to get into what we're going to be talking about here, and we're going to be recapping last night's episode in which we talked about Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, I got something special for you guys tonight.
Hello.
That's right. Lady Phoenix just joined.
Hi.
What is up? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, you know how I go. You know how I do.
Yeah. Surprise.
Bambi joined. Is that Bambi joining? How you doing there, baby girl? Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully you and baby are doing well. But yeah, like I said, last night we talked about terror at Skinwalker Ranch. It's a very interesting episode. JJ, I haven't seen you in a while. Lady Phoenix, how are you doing?
Oh, running my own company now. It's busy.
So what you're telling me is you're trying to be a new sponsor for the Birdman Show.
I mean, I can be.
Listen, how I do my sponsorships. I don't be soliciting for money or anything like that. My thing is about support.
Yeah.
Promotions.
Companies.
Yes, the camaraderie, the being able to fellowship. That's what I look forward to. Now, if it becomes more beneficial on both parties, then we could talk something. But like I said, I do that for not only the podcast, but I also do it for my basketball team as well.
Yeah.
Because the simple fact is, I'd love to be able to advertise for people and do stuff like that. So we'll get together. We'll get together, come up with a commercial concept,
Okay.
and get that bad boy shot up and done up, and then we'll kind
Well,
of move.
I heard you guys are going to be in town here coming up soon for an appointment.
We are. Oh yeah. I think I got I have a VA appointment. I think the 4th.
Um, Next Friday, I think she said.
Next. I have one on the 28th. For what? I don't even know when my appointments are.
Oh, looky there. You caught me in folding laundry.
No, you're all good. Wait a minute. Well, then why I got this one in here, 28th or the 4th of December for behavioral health? You sure it's behavioral health or is it my primary? Hey, welcome to the Birdman Show. 28th at 11?
Well, anyways, you're coming up into town, so
Yeah.
we can
Okay.
kind of start that discussion.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. That would be lovely. Like I said, welcome to the Birdman Show. Nothing's off limits here.
We talk personal.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to the intro song, you understand 100%. Have you heard the new intro?
I have. She did
Awesome,
a
isn't it?
wonderful job on it.
Awesome. I love it. And like I said before, it completely embodies everything that we do here on the show.
Yes, it does.
So it was perfect. I told Amber, aka Itzy, phenomenal freaking job.
Yeah. It's
Way
got a
better.
good beat too.
Yes, that's what I love about it. I really love about it. Like even from the beat to the lyrics, it perfectly fits.
It
It's
really
just
does.
it's like putting together a puzzle, and you can never find that last piece. You just misplace it somewhere, and then all of a sudden you lift up a couch cushion or something, and lo and behold, there it is, and you put that piece into the puzzle, and now your picture's complete. That's what
Exactly.
it feels like. Yeah. And for those who haven't noticed, I am playing K-pop Demon Hunters behind me on the TV.
You are.
I love it. I don't care. I can't get enough of it. That's like it's been a long time since I ran into a show that a movie show, whatever, that I just can't. It doesn't matter how many times I watch it. It's new every single time because I feel like I know something different every single time.
Yeah.
And that's what that one is. That any of the John Wicks.
Oh, I love the John Wick series.
Yeah. Any Given Sunday. Unnecessary Roughness. Love that movie if you've never seen that.
I have not.
God. It's an older movie, but it's a football movie.
Okay.
And it will have you in stitches.
Oh,
It
okay.
is just that funny. So yeah. So this is interesting. We're at like 420 likes. I just like
Are
the
we?
420. Yeah, I just like the 420. That was just epic. Me just landed on that, just looking up there and seeing that.
Sweet.
But that's pretty good. Way to go, people. Love you guys. But let's keep those likes going, people. Let's keep those likes going. Yeah. So we talked about, like I said, Skinwalker Ranch. Title of last night's episode was Terror at Skinwalker Ranch. Now,
Gosh. Okay.
yeah. Now, Ace was like, I asked him, I was like, well, how much did you know about the Skinwalker Ranch? He said, honestly, nothing. He said, I still don't. And I was like, what the fuck? And then even Carrie was like, well, I really don't, because this doesn't really talk about skinwalkers. It's more about UFOs and this and that. I said, I understand that, and I do agree, but it originally started with skinwalkers. And I even pulled up the timeline of everything that happened, and it goes all the way back to like the 1940s, 1960s, when it was reported that it was not only UFOs but skinwalkers. So it wasn't a new phenomenon. It was just that it wasn't really known to a lot of people. And it really still probably never would have been known if it wasn't for the series Skinwalker Ranch that came out on the History Channel.
I didn't know anything about it until I watched it.
And that's the thing.
I'm not a huge like UFO. Do I believe in that stuff? Sure,
I mean,
absolutely.
right now anything's freaking possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. I didn't know much. Um, I didn't know much about it either until I saw that series.
Yeah.
Which was
What
crazy because you said what?
What'd you think of it?
I liked it. Now I kind of got out of touch with it after season 2. And I guess they're getting ready to start season 6.
Oh,
So
are they?
yes.
Oh gosh,
So
it's
last I knew,
continuing. Okay.
yeah, last I knew they were doing they had just wrapped up with season 5, and I think it was up in the air if they were going to be doing season 6. And I guess they decided I guess they're going ahead and going through with season 6.
Okay.
Um, so I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess we'll find out. So I got some catching up to do because, like I said, I lost touch with it after season 2.
Okay.
And so because I had other things going on at the time, and then I got wrapped up in other series, and so I just never doubled back. So it's one of those ones I'm kind of looking forward to because then I can binge watch it to see what was going on. But we talked
Sure.
about some very interesting stuff last night. So what is your base or advanced knowledge of Skinwalker Ranch?
Um, okay, so to be honest with you, I'm it's been a couple of years since I've actually like watched that series.
Hmm.
Um, but my outtake on it is, they've got so much, even in the first um even in the first 2 seasons of it,
Hmm.
they got so much research and like proof, like their little experiment. I don't know, do you remember any of the experiments that they did to like
A
detect?
few.
I'm trying to think. The balloon, was that season 3? The balloon is what really got me. I can't remember if that was 3 or 4. Um, but
Uh,
but they put
I don't
in,
know.
but they lose signal on instruments at a certain height in a certain area of the ranch, and
Mm.
it's one of those, I don't know, like I, I call it the alien detection machine.
Alien detection machine. Okie dokie.
The alien detection machine, just like abnormal activity in the like in the air or
Right.
in this in the area. And I don't I it's definitely, I questions, at that point I question some things, but with all
Hmm.
with all the with all the experiments that they've done, I mean, it's kind of hard not to fall into the belief of it.
It is difficult um not to. And the
Mhm.
reason why I say that mainly is because the simple fact is like just um oh, there it is. Okay. I was looking for something and I found it. I'll go ahead and actually, yeah, I'll go back. I'll go ahead and share this again. So give me a second. So this is basically like the history of the ranch. All right. God dang it. I got a freaking gnat that flew in here. That's really pissing me off. I hate those things. They serve absolutely no purpose in life. Um
Other
anyways,
than to annoy us.
yes. Yes. Other than make us look like idiots as somebody sees us swatting them away and they don't
Exactly.
see the gnat. Like, what the heck is that fool doing? You big dummy. Okay, so like this is the history, supposedly history, and some dates of what kind of goes, like, what's kind of going on there. Karen's in the house. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Um, but this was what kind of got me, and we like I said, we talked about this stuff last night, and there were dates that Ace and that Deathlight were putting out that were kind of hitting on my list that I have here that is on the screen, but they were kind of a little different. So it was like, what? Wait, what? So the one that got me was the fact that the very first you start seeing um um activity being reported is what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. not until really until 1940.
Mm-hmm.
So between 1940 and 1960, it was heavily being reported of these events: skinwalkers, UFOs, aliens, all that stuff.
Right.
But what got me
Because the
wasn't. Go ahead.
because the people that moved onto the ranch, I believe at that time, if I remember correctly, um, they were a little bit more curious than the original people that lived there. And so they got people to um or they got to I guess witness other people to
Mhm.
witness, and then as science proof or whatever um uh evolved over the years, they
Right.
ended up getting these scientists out there, and they just kept doing research, experiment after experiment after experiment.
Hmm.
Like every single episode, they were doing 2 and 3 experiments, and they were finding different things and different proof of alien activity or skinwalker activity.
Yes, that's what's crazy to me.
I
Um,
know.
and what also was crazy was that Deathlight had found a deed, or was not. Well, it was a warranty deed, is what it was called, a warranty deed.
Okay.
Um, and it was from 1961. Now, the funny thing about it is that it was from the Meyer. It was from somebody within the Myers family. I can't remember. I don't know if it was like the great grandma, grandpa. I don't remember because the names actually didn't pop up on any of my research,
Okay.
except for the last name Myers. Um, and it said it was, and it was said it was the deed was in 1961, and it was
Mm-hmm.
basically for 2 lots. But on my research, like you see right here, I don't know, can you see my mouse on there? Yeah, okay. So right here in 1860, 1886, the land was purchased um, by the Myers family. Now there's nothing
Yes, I
shown.
remember that.
Yeah, there was nothing shown from 1886 to 1961 about anybody else being there on the property.
I don't think there was.
Right. But the funny thing is, where we were kind of trying to figure some things out was this Pat Stringham, who reports both UFO and skinwalker activity. So we had to kind of draw to a draw conclusions, assumptions, or whatever. We were thinking more that Pat Stringham was like a neighbor on like
I
a
think
neighbor's on the
that
property.
no, I think that if I remember correctly, that Pat Stringham was a um like a property maintenance.
Mm.
Like
Oh,
he
so
took
he's
care, like he cared, like he took care of the property,
right, right.
if I remember correctly.
Okay, so that definitely would help. So I mean, even that would still make sense, even if it was a neighbor or now, and even more so now that if you remember correctly, then him being a property manager or
Hmm.
maintenance or whatever, then that even makes even more sense. And so but the
For
crazy thing to me
for all
was
of his sightings.
right, but the crazy
Yeah.
thing to me was the fact that, like I said, it shows that there was a like there was zero activity from 1940 to 1960. There was a lot of activity and it was being reported by this Pat Stringham. Um, but then there was nothing until 1979, which is a year after I was born, which is crazy. That's probably why there a lot of stuff started happening. But the Arnold the Arnold family,
Mhm.
who were neighbors because they were owners of the hilltop, they started witnessing UFO, they witnessed a UFO craft. So they started reporting stuff. And then in 1992, the Sherman family, which is the family that basically owned it before um, it was sold to, and I don't think, that's nothing. Well, I'll get to that in a second. But they bought it in 1992. The Sherman family, they acquired the ranch from Garth Myers. So Garth Myers didn't pop up on any of their research, but he was a descendant from the Myers because when Deathlight was reading her stuff off, she's like, well, they said that, well, the ones that they have the deed or the decree or whatever in 1961
Mhm.
didn't show they had any surviving like children or anything like that. But that doesn't say that there wasn't anybody else within the family that still was alive that was able to sell that. So there's a lot of information we found, but there's also a lot of information that's incomplete.
Right.
So
And
that
I'm wondering, and I think that the information that's incomplete, those persons like moved off the ranch or away from the ranch, or passed away, or
Mhm. Yeah,
but yes, in the series, that scientist even, he constantly says there's so much that is unfinished documents
yeah,
on um on what was being, seen or heard or witnessed, or
yeah,
they'll start it and then it gets halfway through or a quarter of the way through, and then it just stops, like
right.
in the middle, leave you with nothing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's like the crazy thing to me when it comes to a lot of this stuff. It's like that's the reason why a lot of people are probably as skeptical as they are. Is because it's like,
Mhm.
okay, well, where's all the information? I mean, you don't, but they don't stop to think. Like you do realize that a lot of this stuff, especially given the fact that all that stuff was going on then. Number one, not there wasn't probably a lot of information that was actually being kept about that time. Because
Right.
good and well, good and well that back in that day, you go ahead and talk some crazy stuff like that if you want to, you're gonna get committed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Back
saying? So it's
then, yes.
yeah, so it's kind of hard to really actually, sit there and say, well, yeah, we're gonna keep records of this. Nah, we're not gonna keep records of this. Nah, player. We're gonna we're gonna let that
We're
ride out.
we're gonna be committed into a crazy bin or something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing, like I said, it started the whole area really started gaining more popularity in basically in 19 or 20 or 19 2019 when they started the filming of Skinwalker Ranch, and
Mhm.
then I think Skinwalker Ranch was released 2020 was when it was actually released on the History Channel. So yeah, there was a lot.
Yes, I believe so.
It was just crazy thinking about that.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff that was that's on there and all this good stuff. But yeah, it was just wild to me to think about that.
Yeah.
Um, like what else can you remember about either the series or even if you actually looked up or able to look up anything?
Well, um the farmhands that are on there, I don't know if they're still on the land, but the couple that lives in um the house on the I want to say it's the second piece of property.
Mhm.
Um they had more sightings um in the series where they came in, sightings or witnessing, or
Mhm.
just abnormal things happening. Like they get no, I want to say, if I remember, if the half the property that they're on, they get no like cell phone or service or cell phone reception. Um, they're like their cell phones go crazy. Like they make the old AOL sound.
Oh yeah. Dial up.
The dial-up, yes.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Their
that's so
phones
annoying.
their phones would start doing that. Just specific placement of, um I know we're on TikTok, so it's probably gonna be monitored, but, a specific placement of unalived, unskinned animals.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mutilation, like animal
Okay,
mutilation. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I know TikTok's
Yeah. I know, and I
weird
appreciate you.
about
I know. I appreciate.
verbiage.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Um, but it's not like every time they would find one, it would be in the exact same places instead
This.
of just randomly on the property, they would be in the exact same spots. Like they would mark the spots where they would find them, and then again, another one would appear in that exact same spot.
I mean, you would think they just block it off. At least make them move spots.
Right.
Well, I mean, what is this, a golden corral or something? You just letting them line up for a buffet?
Just yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I'm like, well,
And it
bro, like
was
the same spot.
and it was the smaller farm animals, not like the big cows, or there was the goats, the calves, the smaller calves. I believe they found the neighbor's dog.
Yeah, I remember one story that the Shermans were talking about. That was the family that had it right before they sold it to Bigelow. I think it was Robert Bigelow was his name. They sold to him, and then I think
That name
I'm wondering
sounds
if he
familiar.
was. Yeah, I'm wondering if he was because there was a silent partner. And I think his name was Brandon uh Fugel or Fugal.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so he I guess now he's coming out because he just did an interview. I can't remember what's his name. I can't remember the guy's name, but it's a podcast that I follow. But he did an interview, and I think he's now came out as not a silent partner anymore. So I'm wondering if he was with him on that, because there's no mention of him in the actual history of the purchase of it, but he's the one that actually owns it. But anyways, the Shermans were talking about, like, it was one of the first. It was within the first week of them being there after they purchased the property. I think they were only there for like 2 years. But I think it was
I
like
think
within
so.
I think it was in like the first week or two, maybe, when they're there. And they had like some family that came and visited them and this and that. And they remember seeing this, like, it looked like a pretty good sized wolf. And it came up to the property. It was kind of, on the outside of the property. And then it kind of just slowly starts making its way towards the house, towards them.
The wolf?
And yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so they remember seeing it, and they're like, man, this is a pretty good sized freaking wolf. But he wasn't acting it wasn't acting aggressive towards them. And so it walked up to the house. It kind of just walked up, sniffed around them.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they remember standing there watching it, and then it starts walking away. Well, it starts walking over by one of the pens, and one of the calves had its head sticking out the fence. And it walked up to the calf, kind of looked at it, and then, I mean, literally put its whole freaking head in its mouth, and was trying to rip the calf out of the freaking pen.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that Mr. Sherman had grabbed his gun, fired like 4 or 5 shots into the side of this wolf. Didn't even phase it.
It didn't phase him. Mm-hmm.
And then so they went up there and they started hitting it in the head with the gun, with shovels and stuff like that. And then finally it let go and just took off. And then they noticed after it left, they noticed this really foul stench. It was just horrible. And they're like, you know what, we didn't notice that before. And then after that, every time they smelled it, they seen this same type of creature lurking around their property.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, hey, bro, see my blackie senses. And the blackie senses, like, you know what? Listen, babe, I know we just bought this bad boy, and I know we're gonna be in debt for a while because of it. Well, pack your stuff up, get them punk kids. If they don't want to go, feed them to that freaking wolf out there. Let's go. If you ain't with me, you against me. So let's go. Pack it up.
What's that saying? It's crazy shit white people do.
Hey, man, listen, I ain't trying to say it. That's why, you know what I'm saying? If you say that's cool, it's cool. You can say that. That's cool. I ain't trying to say that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
Look, it's the crazy shit white people do. Seriously.
I'm just, oh, what's up? Nikki in the house. My other baby girl, she in the house over here on TikTok land.
Serena. Hi, Nikki.
Yeah. And so, and we're also at 3.1K at the same time. Thank you very much, guys. Keep it going. And like I said, we got K-pop Demon Hunters playing in the background. My little soda pop. Yeah, I love it. That's my joke. You know that I think. I'm sorry. Anyways, But no, like I said, like the whole time I was hearing these different type of stories, like the hair on the back of my neck was standing up. I got a few more grays in my beard.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Try actually watching the series, and when that I can't remember the main scientist or the professor's
Um,
name.
I can pull it up real quick.
He's the one that
I should have just left it up.
he's the
If it's
one
the one,
that
if the one I think you talking about, it's the same one that was on. He's usually on the History Channel.
yes,
On
he does a lot of things on the History Channel.
Travis Taylor.
Travis Taylor. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's it's just hit like when you're watching the series, or when you start, you're like, surely, what kind of shit could they possibly like catch on camera? Or but the instruments don't lie.
I
I
I'm
mean,
just
you can Photoshop stuff, but
hold up. I'm
instruments
sorry. I gotta
don't
stop you real
lie.
quick. I gotta stop you real quick. Okay. First of all, I ain't got my glasses on. Okay, we can clearly see that, right?
Yeah.
Look at Nikki's comment right after she says hi. And she says like spam.
Like spam.
Okay, right. I ain't got my glasses on. So when I looked at it, what do you think I probably thought it said?
You did not.
Yes, I was like, what? Where did that come from? Well, I mean, I know where it comes from, but I'm just saying why. My bad. I know my bad. I'm sorry. Enemies can't wait until tomorrow. Oh, Jesus, y'all! I swear to God, y'all be having these little encrypted conversations within the comments. But yeah, I seriously, that's why I thought. That's why I looked down. I was like, that's why you see my file. Like, what? What the fuck? What you say? I think Des is taking a bath. She might be shaving later. So later,
I don't know. She just texted me. Tell her I'm on my phone.
What? The hell she say? You realize I got headphones in? All right. Anyways,
Tell her I'm on my phone because I can't respond to her.
oh, well, Jaya said if you text her or whatever, she's on her phone, so she can't respond. All right. Oh well, I guess she's watching the. All right. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, please, if you can remember your thought, please finish it. I'm sorry that just threw us off there.
No, that's okay. That's okay. No, but instruments don't lie.
You know what else don't lie? My blackie senses. That's what don't lie. All right, go ahead, continue. I'm gonna coin that.
Look, my
damn spidey senses, them blackie senses is on point.
Blackie senses is on point. No, but watching the series, you know, like I said, in the beginning it was kind of like, you know, you can Photoshop some shit, you know,
right?
Whatever, falsifies. It's TV, right?
Exactly.
But when they're doing their experiments and the instruments just it's like a consistent, repetitive thing, and it doesn't change.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there's shit up there.
Another major reason why I've never been to Utah.
Right. I've never been to Utah either.
Yeah, and I don't think there's gonna be any time soon I'm gonna be going either. But
I would
agree.
disappear.
No, I'm saying listen, like I said, I stay in the middle of the country. You know, I do that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I stay in the middle of the country. I got some time in case some stuff start popping off. I got some time to prepare myself. But black senses, you already know the black
see
senses
it from
are
all angles coming at you.
I just gotta go stand on the hilltop somewhere and be like, oh, blackie senses. Boop, 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 boop. The radar's going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like an old school, like being up in the tower, at air traffic controller, and I got the little instruments around me. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, got one on the blimp. Got a blip on the blimp. I got a blip on the blimp. I'm like, hold up now. That right there ain't right. That right there ain't right. Hold up. Wait a minute. That ain't right. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, no, forget that, man. This stuff is too wild for me. Like I said, hey, there's sometimes some things it's just like, and I've said this before. I know this is definitely gonna be off topic. And I've said this before. These scientists are really starting to irritate me. Okay, they really start to irritate me. They talk about bringing back woolly mammoths, and the two things they talked about bringing back, and I'm like, why? One was a saber-toothed tiger, and the other was a pterodactyl.
Yeah, why?
Like, what the? Why would you? We learned nothing from Jurassic Park.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's cool to kind of see these animals and stuff like that. That's why I watch movies. Okay, you get the concept from the movie. But
That's
if you
why
learn
I go
something,
to the robot museum, the dinosaur robots. Yeah.
but if you ain't learned nothing from that, it's like, yo, you can try to contain this stuff all you want to, but some idiot's gonna be just like in the movie, and they were like, hey, well, what if we do this to a dinosaur? What if we do this? And you get like in Jurassic World, when they combined all of those different things, like the raptor, the T-Rex. There was a couple other different dinosaurs they combined in that one dinosaur.
There was too many Jurassic Parks, so I stopped
Dude,
at
I'm so
3.
lost. I'm so lost on them. I am so lost. I love the
So
first 3.
I didn't even
No.
see after 3. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's enough.
I love the first 2. The third one I think was with Jeff Goldblum when he was
Yeah.
the main character, and what's her name? Was it Jillian Moore?
Yes.
I didn't really care too much for that one.
What I said was the enemies is partner for screening.
Oh. Who's screening?
Serena.
Oh, Serena.
Oh, okay.
It's like Serena and then the galaxy and then it says enemies.
Oh, okay. I got it now. I was like, who's enemies? Whose enemies can't wait? Like, if something about to pop off, let me know. So I can be ready too.
Dire wolves are another one they're creating in the lab.
Yeah.
What
Like,
the hell?
Do you know how big a dire wolf is?
That's like Twilight, isn't it? The wolves
Like
in
the
Twilight?
wolves, yeah, the wolves, Jacob and all them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's pretty darn close. I mean, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but actually, now I think about it, I don't think it is really an exaggeration. Them suckers are freaking huge.
They are huge.
Like I don't know if you've seen some of the hybrid dogs that they've come out with. They have like a wolf hybrid dog. And the suckers, those things are huge too. Like if I'm standing, you know how tall I am, right?
Yes.
Well, I've seen a few that one I seen came up to my chest. Like its head and basically its body came up to my chest. One was at my shoulders.
There was one at the vet next door to the shop not too long ago. He got out of the car and I was like, what the hell is that thing?
Got out of the car. You mean the horse trailer?
The back of the back of the truck with the camper shell.
Oh yeah. You'd have to have. They'd be like, oh my god, I didn't know you had a horse. I don't. I have a dog. It's like, what? What dog you got? Oh my god, you got Clifford.
Right?
Like what in the world? See, Miss D says it starts with bringing back dinosaurs, then the Sharknado starts. Yes. But I swear to God,
my worst nightmare.
I swear to God, if I see Tara Reid at any point in time during one of those Sharknadoes, I'm taking everybody out. I'm going to the White House. I'm taking over the football from whoever the president is at the time, and I'm launching every single nuke at wherever that spot is. For those who don't know, I can't really stomach Tara Reid in any movies. Like she's a nice person. All the interviews I've seen, she's really nice. I just think she's a horrible actress. I'm sorry.
And it's the characters they have her play too.
Yeah,
the dumb blonde ditzy.
It's okay. Let me put it this way: if you've never seen, what was it, Van Wilder with Ryan Reynolds, And I absolutely love that movie.
It's been a while, yeah.
She's horrible in that movie.
She is horrible.
She's horrible in that movie. Ryan Reynolds saved that movie as far as the scenes, but luckily didn't have her in too many scenes. It was just there was something about her facial expressions that went along with her acting, if you want to call it that, that went along with what she was doing. That it ruined it for me. And everybody's like, "Oh, but she's so freaking hot!" Like, it ruined it. Like, I couldn't get past it. Like, I could not get past it. Oh my god, it was just. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Can't do it. That for me shows you that I don't care how hot you are. If you're a female, if there's something you do that either completely annoys me or is just like so off-putting, I don't care how good you look. You just become extremely ugly to me. Like just extremely ugly. So that people gotta understand something. That looks are not everything. Looks don't mean everything. I'm sorry. You can be a most beautiful person on the outside, but if you are ugly on the inside, it's gonna overpower that beauty.
Whole thing.
Throw the whole thing away.
The whole thing's ugly.
I'm talking like you've been out to sea, lost on an island for 2.5 years, and your toenails is like 8 feet long because you ain't been able to take care of them. Like
daggers.
Yeah. You know, kind of like when you wearing sandals that are too small, and your feet be hanging over. You know what I'm saying? Like this be the sandal right there, and then your feet and your toenails be hanging over like that. And you're trying to scrunch them up because you're trying to make your foot look smaller. Nah.
And now you're going back to Castaway.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I've ever ran into somebody like that.
You haven't?
I'm just saying if you out playing like with your friends, y'all having a good time, and they decide they want to play kickball or soccer, and every time you kick the ball, it gets stuck on the end of your foot, something wrong.
Yeah,
you might need to go see somebody. You might need to go see a technician.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's the Birdman. We say what we want to say here. It is what it is. No shame in the game. Miss D said, "I want a Napoleon Mastiff."
Yes.
Whoa, that is a huge freaking dog.
Yeah.
I always wanted Conor Corso. I love those dogs. Those dogs are awesome. I have a friend that had one. Awesome dogs, extremely protective. But also
so are the Mastiffs.
Yeah, the Mastiffs are pretty protective as well. But they're not only protective, but they are very friendly. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you the owner's cool with you and you know they introduce you and everything like that. You know,
they are very family oriented dogs.
Yep.
No, I mean even they're very intimidating with their size.
And that bark.
Yes. And just the look of them.
Yeah.
Just that they're just solid.
Especially the ones that are all black. That's what I want. All black. I want one solid black. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I want 2 of them. But yeah, as a matter of fact, he told me of a story one time. He said he was at work. His wife was at the house with the kids. She had told, because they had 2. One was named, what was his name? Chaos. One was named Chaos, and the other one was named I can't remember the other one. I think it might have been either it was Hulk or Thor. I can't remember. It's one of those 2. Anyways, she was going to do some laundry, and so she had to go to the other room. The kids were in the living room playing and kind of drawing and all this other stuff and watching TV. So she told them both, like, "Hey, watch the kids." And they turned around, walked in the living room, laid down. She goes off into the laundry room. She's doing the laundry, folding up clothes. All of a sudden, the kids are freaking screaming. And she's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" So she takes off running. Her dad came over to say hi. And when he walked in the door, even though her dad had been there many, 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 many times, he walks to the door and got ready to go over there and hug the kids. And them 2 dogs went nuts. And they didn't bite him or anything, but they were just freaking. So the girls started screaming. They're like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy!" And she's like, "What in the world?" And she's coming around there. And she's like, "Hey, lay down." And so they went lay down. And then she's like, "It's fine." And then as soon as she said that, they got up and they went over there and sniffed and was letting him rub on them and all this other stuff. But she told them, "Watch the kids." And so they understood, hey, we watching these kids. You gonna try if you want to.
You said Hulk. There's a guy, I've seen his videos on YouTube. He trains the cane corsos, but he's got his dog, Hulk,
Mhm.
is the most beautiful cane corso I have ever seen. I
Mm.
love watching his videos. And he's very gentle with the babies.
Yeah. Yeah, they're awesome. Like I said, they're very protective. I love them to death. Hulk was a breed that she raised. Miss D said Hulk was and raised in New Hampshire? Largest king corso in record. Yeah,
Yeah, and yes, yep, in New
Valkyrie,
Hampshire, that sounds right.
Valkyrie bull mastiff, English bulldog, bull mastiff, Rhodesian,
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Good
Wow.
God! Like, how are you getting all
But
these mixes?
wait, is Miss D, is Valkyrie your dog? Like now? I can't see the bottom of the chat because it's right in the Birdman logo.
Oh, I don't know because you're gonna get some clarification on that, Miss D. Get some clarification. That's
That's still,
just service dog. Oh, okay.
oh man.
Wow,
Okay.
outstanding.
I would love to see a picture of that dog.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to post a picture or something. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. Look, we done got all over the place with this conversation here.
I know. We started with skinwalkers and aliens, and now we're on to king
That's what
corsos.
That's what happens. The aliens, they just try to wipe your memory of stuff, and then you just go off on other stuff. Okay, so
Dinosaurs, sharks, king corsos.
right. Okay, so have you heard anything like any other outside stories other than from the show about Skinwalker Ranch or anything else like that?
I have not. Like they don't report, they don't do any kind of reported or like news reportings on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the news crews are not allowed on there because it is a private ranch.
Yeah, which is crazy
So,
because you can become an insider,
mm.
and they actually have job opportunities where you can actually come out and work at the ranch. But right now, they're not hiring. I looked at all that stuff. They're not hiring right now. I
Oh, were
think
you gonna go work?
I was gonna see what was. I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, no, probably not.
No.
I was gonna probably go work maybe for like 5 minutes just to like say, "Oh, stepped on foot of ranch. Now I gotta go." Um, I mean,
Step through the front gate and
the Blackie senses would probably been overwhelmed.
oh, probably.
Yeah, and I'd probably be like, "Oh, I can't take it. Oh, it's like my kryptonite. Oh," and then I'd be like, "Oh, I quit," and then just walk off. Like, what? Blackie senses? What is he talking about? They be looking at you like, is that a real thing? Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah,
Hey, Miss D said she's gonna jump in the studio.
awesome. Angel, what's up? How you doing? How are you doing?
Hey, Angel.
Hopefully you're feeling a little better. How's Bob doing? But yeah. So yeah, it's like I'm with you. I haven't heard really any other kind of stories really.
Mm-mm. Well, see, and
Um,
I had never heard of it before I found that series on Prime. So,
and it
because
said
I'm
that
like,
the
what?
CIA is
I'm like,
heavily
what the
involved in the
hell
place.
is this? And then I read into it, like read the description of it. I was like, oh, this is a real ranch.
Yeah.
It's called Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, which at first when I seen that, I was like, oh, is that like some kind of like sex ranch or something?
And I thought
Okay.
it was like,
And this is on the History Channel?
yeah. I thought it was like some series about, like um that series, The Walking Dead, or
Oh, okay, yeah.
so I thought it was something like that.
Right.
Whenever I first saw it, but
Yeah.
then yeah, somebody wanted to watch it and I got roped into it and I was like, okay, this is actually kind
That's
of
how it goes. That's
interesting.
how it goes.
Just kind of sucks you into it.
Kind of like the octopus murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angel, you said you told me yesterday, but I never. You talking about you told me in the comments on here? look, kiddo, if Ace and Death Flight's in here when I'm doing this, I don't pay attention to the comments. That's their job, mainly Ace's job. So if you say something in there, I may not see it, and if they don't see it or bring it to my attention, I will never see it. So I do apologize if you did put it in there. But I don't pay attention because like I said, I have the studio here, so I'm paying attention to Rumble, I'm paying attention to YouTube. So I'm having to pay attention to that stuff, plus do all those stuff with the studio. So I don't always pay attention to the comments. So I do apologize. I am doing it now because it's me, and then J Day joined. So she's kind of paying attention to comments as well. But I'm trying to make a serious attempt to make sure I pay attention to comments. So I do apologize. One had a military service. What? Your chest was healed?
I'm confused.
I'm a little confused too. Oh, Desiree's in now too. Okay. Miss D, I think just joined.
Hi, sister.
I think. Yep, there she is. Miss D in the house. How we doing?
Hi, Miss D.
Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm trying to get my. I have no idea. Can't see anything. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's taking a little. It was kind of
All
taking his
right.
time connecting.
Usually I have everything set up, but I just got home. I wanted to see
No,
Valkyrie.
you're all good.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
how old is she?
Oh.
She is a little over 2.
Okay.
So we think
Beautiful.
it's funny because Jeff always tells people, yes, she's his service dog, but I'm her emotional support human.
That sounds about right.
She needs the emotional support for being his service dog.
Yes.
Probably. That sounds about right.
Like
Look, dogs are like people. They need emotional support too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She's most dogs get excited when their humans come home from work. Well, she works with Jeff, so she gets excited when she sees mommy when she gets home from work.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That definitely sounds about right. I don't know. I think my guardian angel has a support animal.
Your guardian angel has a support animal.
Hopefully it's not one of those pterodactyls they're trying to bring back.
It's probably a pterodactyl.
It probably is a pterodactyl. Or a saber-tooth tiger. That's probably what it is. Or a dire wolf. It probably has a dire wolf as a support animal.
Probably.
That's why they're trying to bring them back. Like, hey, I think everybody's gonna need one of these. Angel, definitely sorry to hear about that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it seems to be going around. Unfortunately, like this, like I said, these last few years has been crazy for just losing people, man. It's just been like unbelievably crazy. I'm like, man, I don't even want to drink regular water because, like, I'm like, man, is there something in the water? Like, are they sending ice cubes from Mexico up here or something? It's sending more than them. They're sending more than them avocados. Avocado from Mexico.
That causes more than.
It's from all that are melting because every time it releases a new bacteria.
Shoot, releases a new mosquito, so that's why they try to bring all these dang dinosaurs back.
What the dinosaurs gonna do to the mosquitoes?
The mosquitoes was drinking dinosaur blood, so they use that for DNA, just like it did in Jurassic Park.
Oh, goodness sakes.
I'm just saying, that's how they do it. They go get the mosquito.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, that's what they do.
You never know what's gonna happen in the upcoming years.
Man, I'm telling you right now, I know exactly what's gonna happen. You gonna start to see populations disappearing because all these pterodactyls flying down. And these saber-toothed tigers swooping in and everything, snatching up people's. then Dire Rules playing fetch with femurs.
Miss D, did you ever watch the Skinwalker Ranch?
That's not one that I got into. I'm a huge fan of like Gates and Destination Truth and Destination Unknown, or Expedition Unknown.
Yeah, Expedition Unknown. Yeah.
Partly I got into it partly because he's from New England. So it's you try to always support local. But I got into him because of the whole Taps thing with Jason Hawes, again, New England. But the Skinwalker Ranch wasn't one that I got into.
Yeah.
It just now I was watching the well, I wasn't watching, I was driving, but I was listening to the podcast last night, and there's a lot that I learned about it from that. But it's kind of funny when you actually add up like some of the major dates that you guys were discussing yesterday, how it lines up with like some of the dates lined with Roswell. Some of the dates line up with the movie E.T. coming out.
He's still trying to phone home.
But
I'd hate to see that phone bill.
society
Okay, so I didn't listen to the
brings
podcast,
out
but that's a good observation. I did not know that. I didn't realize that.
so
Huh.
well, I mean, Light last night said, how how she looked at it like a failed money grab. She's not wrong. They capitalized on that stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And this new edition with the TV show, they start capitalizing on it as the government was releasing the, yes, alien life is been confirmed. It's no longer being hidden. So, it's like I said, the timing for me just it's a financial gain for them.
Yeah. Oh, Mace Valor in the house. What's up, bruh? How you doing? Hey, if you ain't doing nothing, man, you're welcome to jump in. Same link. You're welcome to jump in. But now, yeah, that's crazy that that is how that is with a lot of those with all that stuff. Like I said, it's crazy. It's a fascinating story. And like I said, when I look at that, like it wasn't because I think like for some people they're thinking, okay, well, the Skinwalker Ranch, we're talking about last night's episode, which we did on Skinwalker Ranch, but it's kind of going all over the place. So, it's just one of those things where come to Skinwalker Ranch and CET, aka the extra. Yeah, there you go.
Somebody was filtered.
Oh God, somebody was filtered.
Well,
at least we went. We went what almost an hour before somebody got filtered.
Almost an hour.
You guys are really improving. Either you're still asleep. So it's just kind of going. It's kind of taking, and I like it because, like I said, there's so many different avenues, and like I said, with what happened with some people say Skinwalker Ranch. Well, they're only just done with aliens, and it's just kind of a money grab and thing, which I don't disagree with, because especially since they as soon as they named it, or as soon as they bought the copyrights to Skinwalker Ranch, the name, they started selling mugs, t-shirts, and all that other stuff. So yeah, 100%, capitalize on that. But who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? if you really have this kind of activity going on and you now own it, why wouldn't you? I mean,
Yeah.
I would think there was something seriously wrong with you, or you're actually really hiding something. If that's the case. And then of course, it came out later that CIA is also heavily involved with the research that's going on there as well, or keeping tabs on it and all this other stuff. Anytime you hear any type of government affiliation with it, um, you might want to watch out. Like you might want to watch out because it's just. I hate saying it, but anytime any type of government, whether I don't care if it's our government or anybody else's government, no matter who the government is, anytime they get any type of involvement with stuff like this, you watch out and also pay close attention. Because like I said, it's funny how a lot of this stuff is going on. They started all of a sudden just started releasing, documents about aliens and this and that when they was telling people for years, you're crazy. This is not real. I don't know what you're talking about. Then all of a sudden they start releasing it, and you're like, why? Because then you're like, okay, what else is going on? Because it's quick. Like seriously, like I don't. Who was asking for the JFK files to be released? I don't remember hearing anybody not for a while, a long time saying that, hey, well, let's release the JFK files about the assassination or Martin Luther King. Notice they never said anything about Malcolm X. I'm just saying. You notice they never said anything about releasing anything with Malcolm X?
Nope.
Now the biggest thing,
As an inside job, they wouldn't want that released.
No, well, the thing was Malcolm X had changed his stance. He was fine with all the stuff he was doing until he changed his stance and he joined Martin Luther King. And they knew good and well the government could not handle if Martin Luther King and Malcolm X joined forces and brought all the people together. So those were two black figures that would have been unstoppable if they were able to fully join forces, and they would have had a whole other problem on their hands. But like I said, they released
separated.
Yeah, so they released the Martin Luther King files, but never have said anything about the Malcolm X files.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to put anything else in you guys' heads. I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just thinking out loud. That's all I'm doing. Just thinking out loud. That's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Miss D, what do we have going on Monday? We have
Monday.
Let's see.
Roswell, the moon landing, and Area 51. Yep.
Yeah. So that's
Area 51.
Yeah. Hey, you're more than welcome to join any episode we're doing on this stuff, especially conspiracy theories and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to join, JJ.
I love the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we're doing those every Monday, same time, 6 p.m. Except for what date was that we said was it the 20th of 18th of was it January or 19th?
No,
God bless it. What day was that? We said we were going.
Oh God. It's I think it's the 18th of January. The 11th. It was the 11th. Because we had to take people aren't able to join in for an episode on Wednesday, so we moved our Monday theory to that Wednesday.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go through. I'll because you have the complete list, right?
And then have a week off.
Yeah, we're doing like 3 episodes and then we have a week off.
What was that?
Yeah, so you have the complete list in order, right? Okay. So I'll have to get a copy of that from you so I can have it, and then I'll type it up in some type of format, and then that we'll have kind of like what we do with the that podcast. We have those with the dates and everything and all that good stuff. We'll do the same thing for that. So that way we can have that. And then we're still sprinkling in. Let's talk about it too. And oh my God.
Yes.
The question I have for that next one, I'll share it now. I'll let you know when that episode's we're gonna do that episode. Where's it at? Oh hell no. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that one. Because that one would be whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that one. I didn't mark it. You idiot. Okay. Okay, so it's a toss up. It's a toss up. Okay. Here's the first option. First option is, what's a question that is guaranteed to start an argument? I'll tell you right now. One. I'll even give you a freebie right now. One question is guaranteed to start an argument, whether it's the guy or the girl. Who's this? Said just like that. Phrase just like especially hold the phone. Where's my phone at? I got my phone over here. Hold the phone up. You got the phone in your hand. Be like, who's this?
Hey, or who that?
You know what I'm saying? The other one was the other choice for right now, because I got two I'm kind of wrestling with. I don't want to. This question. I think I'm taking this question out. I don't think I want to even know this. I don't want to hear that. Okay, the other one was what dreams did you give up because of reality? Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? That one's a loaded one. That's a very loaded one. The question about the argument, that's probably a pretty good fun one. But if you want a really loaded one, that question, what dreams do you have to give up because of reality? Jeez.
Mhm.
Jesus, that might be
A
that
whole-
that would
A
definitely be a
whole
therapy session.
lot.
That'd definitely be a therapy session.
That is a therapy session.
Right?
100% that's a therapy session.
That would definitely. So what I'll do is I'll post those questions. When we get closer to deciding when we're going to do that episode, I'll post those. I'll post both those questions, and I'll allow people to vote. Which question we want to cover. I like doing those. Those we've done two so far, right? I think we've done two so far. First one was completely unexpected. This is 100% unexpected. I posed the question, and I think it was, what was it? It was what was one promise you made? What was a promise you made at an early age that you later broke when you got older? I think that was the first
that
question.
became a heavy
That was
episode.
Yeah, that became a real heavy episode. And it was one of those things where it could go either way. You know, some people be like, you know, I told myself I would never drink like that again. Or you know, I'll stop looking for that type of guy or that type of girl. You
I
know,
was in that episode. Yep.
yeah. So it's it's one of those things. It's like, you know, that could have went any way, but it turned it completely different. I thought I was only going to be on there for 45 minutes to an hour. I turned it a full 2 hours. It actually went over 2 hours.
Mhm.
So I was beyond shocked about that one. And I don't remember what the
But
second
it
one
was
was.
good though. It
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 was
was
was a
good.
good
therapeutic.
episode.
Oh God, yeah. The second, Jesus, the second one was what was one thing you could have lived without knowing.
Yeah, that one
And
went a little sideways.
mine was the meaning of pink sock. Yeah, that was like,
Mine was 2 girls on a cup.
yeah, that's another one. You realize I couldn't eat yogurt for a long time, or
I
not soft serve ice cream. I couldn't eat that
I
stuff for a long time.
still can't.
Like I couldn't. Every time I looked at it, and they're like what flavor you want? Oh, I want chocolate, and I see it like, they're like, sir, you okay? No, throw it away. Why would you do that?
I can handle a lot of things, bodily functions with what I do for work, but yeah,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
It's
I
right.
think the work thing is different, but when you're talking about you just chilling, like my question is, who thought that was going to be a good idea?
Apparently them two.
And the director?
And the
I couldn't be the
director.
cameraman. I couldn't be the cameraman. I couldn't be in charge of props either.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm not one to yuck somebody's yum, but that's beyond.
right?
Mm-mm.
It's just like, why?
Mm-mm.
Well, okay, wait a
No.
minute. I'm hold up. I wasn't paying attention to comments here. What's going on here? Okay, so just say you're not doing the 29th of December either. No. We're not doing I don't think we're doing an episode. I don't think we're doing one Thanksgiving. If one falls on Thanksgiving. I know we're
You
not doing
shouldn't do one. You shouldn't do one between Christmas and Christmas and New Year's.
No, we're not doing
Oh,
one.
you're not. You're not.
No.
Okay.
We're not doing one then. There's two times that we're not doing episodes, and I can't remember which one. It might be Christmas and it might be New Year's. I think it's what it is. So I think it's Christmas and New Year's we're not doing episodes. Let everybody enjoy their families.
Yeah,
enjoy
because
time
you
off.
guys are.
Yeah, we're going on our
And
honeymoon.
are you guys going on your honeymoon?
Yeah, so we'll be leaving we're going on like I think it was like 29th through 31st. So yeah. So we got that
Oh.
a question or a comment. All of them. Okay. X's question is, where do you want to eat? The usual in some. Okay, so you're talking. Okay, so that's what your question was about. What's a question that can start an argument or guarantee to start an argument? Yes, that is in most cases. Yes.
Ah, DK.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh God. That's one reason why I don't even eat Baskin Robbins. Yes, it's a honeymoon / our anniversary. Because the 29th of December is actually our anniversary when we got together. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
What is it?
I almost said
8 years? 9 years?
It's going on 9 years, I think. Yeah.
9 years.
Yeah. Yeah. When I said 2 birds, 1 stone, I almost said 2 girls, 1 cup.
Stop it.
I wasn't trying to. I literally had to catch myself mid sentence and correct myself mid sentence.
Stop
I said 2 birds and 1 stone.
it. Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, I caught myself. Yeah, I did. No, I stand correct. 8 years. Okay. So yeah.
8 years. Yeah, that's
Um.
about right.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's yeah. That whole thing is just crazy. Like I said, there's just so many different things. It's, but yeah, X definitely. That's one that could, especially early on in a relationship. Like now, Des and I, we kind of go through that. Hey, what do you want to eat? I literally don't care. Like, especially talk about restaurants around here. I've eaten at every last one of them. I pretty much know what's on the menu, and I can eat anywhere. So that doesn't bother me because I'm not picky. Des is picky. So most of the time, I kind of base it off of places she wants. So I ever say when she wants to eat someplace, I tell her, look, you really need to decide because if not, I don't know what to tell you. Because I know sometimes we can go someplace and it's not someplace because it's a place that maybe only have maybe one, 2 items on the menu that she might eat. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to let everybody have a variety of things they can pick from.
Mhm.
And so it literally does not matter. If I'm with Des, mom, and all them, where we eat, it doesn't matter because I can eat anywhere. So it is what it is.
Deli.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep trying to tell you, don't allow me to pick because I will go to rib crib 9 times out of 10, sometimes 10 times out of 10. I mean, I love rib crib, and I get the same thing when I go there. I get the mother load. Woo! I say woo.
Jeff's favorite response to that question when we were looking to go out to dinner or whatever, he always looks at me and goes, "Well, you're driving. Where we end up is where we end up." And I'm like,
well, then a lot of people will say, okay, if somebody says, hey, let's all go to dinner, I'm paying. They'll be like, oh, well, since you're paying, you choose. And it's like I get that, and that's how it is. That's how it is in our household. I get that, but if I'm paying, I already know where I'm going. I'm only gonna go maybe one,
Tim's
maybe
gonna
2
go to
places.
the rib crib.
Going rib crib or B-dubs, and most time it's rib crib. I like rib crib better. So I was just saying, if that's gonna be the rule, then y'all better start liking rib crib a little bit more than what you do. That's all I got to say. That's all I got. You better start liking it a little bit more than what you do now.
We don't have one
Um,
of those up here, so I couldn't tell you what it's like.
yeah. Yeah, DK. In some countries, it would be 2 birds, 1 cup. I don't know which country those are, but I don't think I want to
Mm-mm.
visit those countries either. But yeah,
Nope.
yeah. So yeah, that's kind of stuff is crazy. Okay, so my question is this. Okay, now, we know we've been talking about Skinwalker Ranch, but the activities that happen there at Skinwalker Ranch, encompass a lot of different things, right? So my
Mhm.
question is this: excluding Skinwalker Ranch, what is the craziest paranormal story you've ever heard? And I'm posing that question to everyone.
Oh,
So do you got one, Ms. D,
If
offhand?
you've ever heard or the experience.
Heard
I've
or even
experienced.
experienced? Heard or even experienced? We talk
Mhm.
experience. Oh God. Anyways, do you have one, Ms. D? I see that little smirk.
Well, we've definitely had some experiences. Jeff and I. Um,
Ooh, okay.
we we like to do cemetery hopping, especially on our wedding anniversary. We got married on Halloween. Um,
Oh, okay.
so yep. Um, was it the old cemetery in Derry or Londonderry where you got pushed?
Where I got the handprint on my
Yeah,
chest.
yeah,
That was Londonderry.
yeah. We were in
Who
Londonderry.
who got
My
pushed?
my husband, Jeff.
Oh.
Um, we were.
Wow.
I was just taking pictures, and he just right on his chest. Like it wasn't like he was pushed, but it was just like all right, you've had your fun, you've had enough. It's time to stop. And then he lifted up his shirt afterwards because it was hot to the touch. Yeah, and you could see a whole hand on his chest.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And
That's
our first
crazy.
Now,
on
are you
our
sure? Are you 100% sure you didn't hit him with a Ric Flair slap?
oh, I'm sure.
Okay, you didn't hit
I'm
him with a
absolutely
chest slap like
sure.
Ric Flair. Woo! If you want to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! I love Ric Flair. My bad. Sorry.
I, I I I said it was last week in Ace's life. Yeah, I grew up with Jimmy Superfly Snuka, so
Hell
right off the
yeah.
top rope.
Junkyard dog. Oh, you well, y'all don't know about these fools. Hey man, it was the hey, that was back in the day, boy. Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man,
Hmm.
Randy Savage. Oh
I was
yeah.
just gonna say that.
What you gonna do? Yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I apologize. I do
I
apologize.
completely forgot that he did that. The Slim
What?
Jim commercials.
Yeah, man. Like I
Yeah,
always loved Macho Man. That was my dog. But when he came, when
me
they got him as the Slim Jim spokesperson, man, I was buying Slim Jims up left and right, baby.
too. Were
And
you?
every time I go, oh yeah.
Your mom probably wanted to smack you upside
She
the head
hated me.
with one.
That woman hated me. I don't care what she said. She hated me that time. She's like, would you shut up? I'm like, oh yeah. I'll shut up for you. Oh my god. Oh my god. My bad. I apologize,
That's
mama. I know you
hilarious.
ain't watching it, but I do apologize. Um I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Miss D. That was just funny to me. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, no, actually, the night we got married, um, we were living in Manchester. And we decided we had digital camera. I mean, this was uh 16 years ago. We didn't go into the cemetery um where we lived, but we walked the perimeter, and I
Mhm.
had just bought new batteries for the digital camera. I mean, and I bought like one of the huge packs of them, and I would get maybe one picture off, and my batteries would die. I went through an entire pack of batteries just trying to get pictures of that particular cemetery. Even we we lived closer to it a couple years ago, and actually Valkyrie was just a puppy, and we were just going to take her for a walk, and she wouldn't even cross the gates to go in
Oh,
to walk it.
yeah, they know.
Hmm. Yep.
They know.
Mm.
They sense.
Mm-mm.
They have more, what do you call it, blackie senses than you do.
No, we about the same. We about the same. We about the same. Because there's been times me and Scarlett gone somewhere and she started the mirrors perk up and I said, I know I felt it too. There's a disturbance in the force.
See,
You know,
I'm that typical white girl where it's like, oh, I sensed something. Must go check it out.
Yeah, nah.
I have no
Nah.
qualms about doing
I'm sorry, the mystery machine's still parked in the garage. We ain't going to check no stuff out now.
well,
If you ever noticed that that's the reason why Scooby was
that's just
brown?
like
right.
going
Like
into
right when
Skull
you get a shit.
Cemetery up here.
Yeah, that's why Scooby was brown.
Oh.
They had to have some diversity. Yeah. Scooby's like, "Huh?"
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you don't want to get me started on Scooby. That was my dude. That's my dude. Scooby's my dude, man. Scooby's like, nah, bro. Like, I just translate Scooby. I talk Scooby. You know what I'm saying? I can translate a whole Scooby. I can a whole episode. I'll translate it for you. Tell you exactly what Scooby said. Scooby was a black dog. He was a lightly colored. He was a lightly colored black dog. He was one of my peoples. So yeah, we.
So you understand the lingo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Without
oh,
the subtitles.
Yeah. Okay, JJ. So next question, same question to you. Like, what's the craziest, weirdest, scariest, either personal encounter or story you heard?
Personal encounter.
Okay.
Stoll Cemetery.
Okay.
It's in Stoll, Kansas, and it is considered one of the 7 gateways to below.
Mm.
hmm This was my senior year in high school. You know, crazy teenage stuff. We're out
Of course.
till 2 o'clock in the morning, and a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of us decided to go to Stoll Cemetery.
Why not?
Yeah, why not, right? But there's a lot of stones there that are dated back into the early 18th century. So, it's a very old cemetery. But anyways, so 2 o'clock in the morning we get there, and it's mm, it's a warm evening, so you hear the crickets, the outdoor
Mm-hmm.
life and the
All
night,
right.
right? Um, it was probably about 95, 96 degrees, so it was warm. You literally cross through the chain link fence or the gate, and the temperature drops about 15 degrees, and it's complete silence. And we were like, okay, this is kind of weird. So we just there's 6 of us, so 3 went this way, 3 went this way. And we're kind of walking around looking at all the headstones, and all 6 of us hear somebody, a voice, whisper very loudly in a very demanding tone to get out.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
And so we were like, I think it's time to go.
All of y'all, or just some of y'all.
All of us, we all heard
Oh
it.
no, I'm talking about all y'all say it's time to go, or did somebody
Oh
say what
yeah,
was that?
it's time to go. Well, we all kind of looked at each other like, it kind of gave each other that look like, did you hear that? No, did you hear that? What'd you hear? What
It's
did
on.
you hear?
You see, there was too many questions that would not be. There's too many questions that was being asked that weren't being asked. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all may not have been saying it, but y'all was looking at it, and the questions was going back and forth between y'all, and there was just too much. You know what I'm saying? If that had been a horror
Like-
movie, bloop, they're gone. Y'all gone. Okay, now we move to the next story.
It's a white people shit.
Exactly. Once again, y'all ask too many questions, man. You hear it? You know what I'm saying? You know good and well you heard it. I don't care if they didn't hear it. I don't care if nobody else heard it. I heard get out. I'm like, they'd be like, hey Tim, did you Birdman? 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 And your phone gonna start ringing. Yo, hey, I'm at the crib, y'all. What y'all doing? I already ran back to the crib,
one of the other questions was, all right, who's fucking around and saying shit? And all of us were like, no. Why would nobody even sounded like that?
Nah, that's too much. That's too much.
I mean, my first red flag should have been, okay, the temperature dropped like 20 degrees as soon as we crossed over and it got completely silent. That should have been my first like, thing. It's time to go, right? Something's not right. But we were teenagers.
Yeah, when you said that in the story, you telling the story, I was like, okay, there's actually more to it. Oh,
yeah.
so y'all kept going. Oh, see, yep, yep.
Yeah, we kept going.
This is how y'all end up on a podcast like this. This is how people end up on podcasts like this. Where we talking true crime, murder mysteries, the unknown, undead type stuff. This is how y'all end up.
The
on
mysterious disappearance of JJ Lady Phoenix.
Yeah. This is how we get our material for a podcast. Because y'all sit there talking about, man, well, it was strange because it was 75 degrees, and all of a sudden it just felt like it was 30 degrees. Like I don't know, my watch was messing up, my phone just went. I couldn't get no reception. I didn't know what was going on, but I said, you know what? It's just probably my imagination.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, it's probably my imagination. It's normal. We're in Kansas, and that is normal in Kansas. Like that could happen in Kansas, just to happen. You can go through all 4 seasons in one day.
It could.
Yeah, so that's
but
not,
to
that's
cross
not,
over into a chain link fence. Yeah. It was talking about it gets my bones chilled.
Nah, shoot. Talk about it, make my feet light. Like I need to run. You heard? My feet get light. Hey, I'm like, I become Hispanic real quick, and you call me Speedy Gonzalez. Under the yeah.
Mm-hmm. The tour that cemetery is it's highly like it's such an old cemetery that it gets a lot of visitors.
Mm-hmm.
And especially around Halloween. I mean, it used to be crazy out there. And the city of Stoll, Kansas, got it's out by Topeka, so it's not too far from here. Got the Topeka Police Department to literally close it down, and they lock all the gates at night now, so you can't get in.
I'm pretty sure somebody's still trying to climb fences.
I don't know. I haven't been out there since, so
at least you learned.
I don't know. I kind of want to go during the day.
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay.
I won't go back there at night, obviously. But
just because it's daytime don't mean that they won't try you.
Well, I understand that, but it's for me, things are better during the day. I can obviously
I'm not gonna argue.
Shit, but I just want to go and look at like the old headstones.
Yeah, I mean, I get the draw.
It's a beautiful, from what I understand, it's a beautiful piece of property. I just never seen it in the daylight.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, I get it, but I just, I get it, but I don't get it.
I know.
I mean, there's certain things I can deal with.
I want to go up and visit and stay at that haunted winery up in Liberty.
No, Hana Winery is cool because I mean I don't really care. I'm drinking
Mhm.
wine. You know what I'm saying? I see things anyways when I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying? I get visited by all kinds of spirits, man.
Or like the Jeff City prison.
Yeah,
Hell, Leavenworth's Leavenworth's
yeah, they got a
haunted.
hotel. They got a hotel there. We talked about it on one of our episodes actually.
Where?
Um, there's a hotel in Leavenworth that's haunted. I can't remember
Um,
what episode we talked about that. It's downtown.
We should get you guys up to New England. You want to talk about like the old?
Yeah, yeah.
We have cemeteries from the 1600s and yeah, it's plus we live right at the top of the Appalachian Trail. You add that into the fact that it's part of the country. We
oh,
got some stuff
nice.
going on around here. I
Yeah,
mean,
Okay.
that Appalachian Trail,
the next
man.
town over.
Yeah,
It's not like your Appalachian folklore isn't really more geared towards the northern states. It's more south you go that you find a lot of that, more towards like the Smoky Mountains and stuff. But I mean, there's still Appalachian lore,
right.
depending on what part, you know. But yeah, I
Yeah, so
mean, you're looking at some of the oldest parts. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
and like I said, man, when it comes to that stuff, you can believe what you want to. Like I said, for me, I mean, I would say a lot of like stories I would have to have I would even remotely talk about. A lot of them have to do because for most people know I was heavily involved with the church and everything like that, and you can believe in what you want to about possessions, exorcism and stuff like that. With some of the stuff I've seen, I don't really question it per se. Because I've seen some things that were just I witnessed a 13-year-old girl pick up a grown man,
Well,
and I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't think this brotherhood thing is for me. Because if I gotta go in there and try to exercise some demons, we're gonna have some problems. Because one of them reach out and grab me, I'm punching the hell out that person. Okay, Pow! right in your forehead. I'm gonna get a couple of rings that got crosses on them. I'm gonna sprinkle a little holy water on them. I'm gonna get some brass holy knuckles. And I'm tagging some foreheads. All right, I'm cracking some demon ribs. I'm busting some demon foreheads,
you can
and
go
then
right through them.
we can talk about your medical expenses after that. I need you to sign this form right here. Right there by that X and that right by that X right there. Okay,
A
okay, we can do it now.
disclaimer.
Yeah, we can do that. We can go ahead and do that now. Bring the bucket in. Like, is he waterboarding demons?
Oh my god. Stop it.
Like, is this supposed to be an exorcism or interrogation? It's a little bit of both. Now let me work. In the name of Jesus.
Oh
Every time I do,
Makes me wonder if I should refine my ordinances.
right? That's on page 32, section 8, subsection C4.
Because I'm
Yes,
an
I
ordained minister, so
and I look, listen, trust me. Like I say, if you notice, I said page 88, subsection or section 34, subsection C4. If all else fails, kaboom. Well, we tried. Don't have another one.
DK said we should plan trips to visit these places and do live experiences.
Huh? Oh snap! Hey, what's up, baby bird? I'm sorry. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm paying attention to these comments. I do apologize. What's up, baby bird? How you doing? Flo, what's up? How you doing? What DK say? We should plan trips to visit these places. I mean, I'm down with anything for the name of science. Like I said, if it's gonna be an episode, you got to get me early in that episode. Because the first time I experienced something, then be like, well, I guess we're gonna be you're gonna hear me doing the
There-
Birdman car as I'm running.
I don't think there's going to be intermittent. It's just
Like, dang, what was that? Was that a pterodactyl? Oh,
That's
Jesus.
just the Birdman.
Yeah, this Birdman, he actually flew. Like, dang, he really had wings. That means he must have been drinking a Red Bull. They really do give you wings. Wow. Oh God, I got a problem.
As you hear him say, this is what white people do.
Because not every last white person I see, man. I hate you. You always give me some stupid stuff. You know the black person the first one to go. You know it. I might just go pick up some random black people just take them with me. Be like, hey, where are we going?
Right,
Don't worry about it. Just get in the car.
Hey, so Friday when you come into town, I'll take you to Stoll.
Nah, we're good.
Why not?
No, we're good.
It'll
you
be
point to it. You point to it on a map. I'm like, oh, that's where it's at. That's cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, that's cool. Now I know where it's at. That's good. That's what's up. Okay, cool. Bet.
Sister will go with me.
Oh, I'm sure she would.
I think Sister will go with me.
Oh yeah, she would. She definitely would. I mean, I'm not saying that.
JJ,
But,
if I make it down that way, I'll go with you.
yeah, I'm sure y'all would. Y'all have something in common.
Yeah.
We're crazy women.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
The guy Jay on TikTok, white women ain't scared of shit.
White
No.
women ain't scared of shit.
Yeah, until it's too late. And y'all be waking up in the pearly gates talking about, well, wait a minute. Which way am I going? Which way am I going? They'll be like, man, you need to go down just for doing that stuff, that dumb shit right there. That what you just did, that is a one-way ticket. Get out. Oh my God. Like, listen, I've been in places where I felt a presence.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I'll say, I've been like personal life, I've been in dark places. And when you've been in dark places in those times, and like I could speak, especially when I talk about my military career, a lot of things I had to do, were just to me, it's just I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy to have to make those type of decisions, do those type of things, because it's just it weighs on you so much. No matter what you
Right.
do, no matter what you say, whatever you experience, it weighs on you so heavily because you might feel like, I feel like I'm a good person, right?
Right.
But sometimes when my mind escapes to those my time in the service and the things I had to do, I don't feel
Yeah.
like a good person
Yeah.
at all. Even if it was in the name of war or or preservation or survival in those circumstances, it still hurts me because I've had to take human life. And
It's your conscience.
yeah, and I value human life. I don't care what the situation is. I 100% value it. But at times I just with some of those things, and I'm gonna tell you like this, and I don't think I've ever said this to anybody before. So, oh God, I was going to the people who was watching here. At times, what bothers me the most about it, JJ, and I think Ms. D had to step off for a second, but I think what bothers me the most about it at times, depending on this. Oh, okay, gotcha. At times, beginning on the situation, it was like I wasn't so hurt about it. It was almost like, well, hey, I had to do it. So, I mean, it is what it is. And it's almost like at certain times, without going into too much context of what the situations were, a little smile does come to my face, just given the fact of what I did and who I had to do it to, because they were really bad.
Well, and in reality, that was your job.
Yeah. But I hate that I was good at it
Well,
because I don't know where that came from. Because honestly, to
it
be good at something, you really honestly, some part of you has to enjoy it.
Or you
Because I mean, you can,
compartmentalize.
yeah, and I think it's where it really boils down to. And I think I got too good at doing that. I got way too good at doing that, and it affected so many other aspects of my life.
yeah, but
Um,
you knew you were chasing the bad guy and you got the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
well,
So,
I get that, but you know why I struggle with that? When looking back on it, and then of course hearing all the things that come out since then, were we chasing the bad guys, or were we the bad guys? Do we become the bad guys because of the situations we were put in? That's where I think I'm starting to struggle. Well, I know I'm not struggling with it so much. It does still bother me, but I don't struggle with it as much now because I've come to terms with a lot of that stuff. But for a long time, for probably about better part of 10 years, I struggled with that a lot because I couldn't trust the people that were sending us over there to do these things because their motives were 100% completely different than what they were telling us and what they were telling the American people or the rest of the
mhm.
world. And then finding out that stuff later, it they don't think I don't think the government understand the people who send us over the war, the presidents or anything. I don't think they understand that. What happens to the soldiers that are actually going over there. And I know they don't understand it because if they did, they wouldn't screw over veterans when it comes to housing, when it comes to their VA ratings, when it comes to taking care of soldiers and even their families. You wouldn't have the divorce rate for veteran soldiers wouldn't be so high. The suicide
Mhm.
rate for soldiers wouldn't be so high.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be the homelessness would not be a factor. You know what I'm saying? If they really honestly truly cared, you know what I'm saying, it would be an easy pass in the Senate and the House to make sure that veterans are taken care
Yeah.
of. So like I said, it's a thing that bothers me. And I've had to deal with that for a long time. And sometimes some days it's a lot harder than others.
So you
So
cipher. So you in your mind you cipher on a daily whether you're a good guy or a bad guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at a lot of choices I made, you know, during when I was in the military, since I've been out. I look at a lot of things I've done, and I can honestly 100% trace it back to the simple fact is I got so out of pocket and out of character during my time in service that I lost who I actually really was. And
Mhm.
I've been so lost that for a long time I couldn't remember who I was. I just remember what I became.
Yeah. Because you can't be yourself there.
I mean, most of the time I can't be myself anywhere.
Sure you
Like, I mean,
can.
Des is the closest I've me being myself. She's the closest that has ever I've gotten back to being myself. But even at times, I still am not myself because I'm still thinking about everything else. And it's one of those things where I understand it's going to happen, but it is still so difficult, especially
Mhm.
if you've never really because everybody's experienced that in some form or fashion. If you haven't, God bless you. I pray to God that you never ever experience anything like that. If you've never experienced that, I pray you never do. But for those who have, depending on what your trauma is, whatever it is, we've all experienced that. Where we've gone through something, and there's times where we definitely don't feel like ourselves, and sometimes we get so lost in it, we don't know, we can't remember who we really are or how to get back to what we really were, and it's
Mm.
difficult, and
It
it's honestly it's scary as hell.
it is.
Because you feel like every single day, no matter what happens, you keep losing more and more and more and more bits of yourself. And then you try to replace it with things that ultimately just hurt you even more or pull you further away from where you're trying to get to. And sometimes we start making those decisions and we just get out of pocket when we start making these decisions and we're not really taking care of ourselves. And what it really boils down to, you have to have that self-care if you even want to be remotely good for somebody else. That's why I say it's good to be a little bit selfish when it comes to a lot of stuff. It's good to be selfish and think about only yourself and stop thinking about everybody else.
Mhm.
It's good to be because if you don't take care of yourself and you don't be a little selfish in that, you are 100% no good for anybody else. Whether it's your spouse, significant other, your children, family. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, you if you're not the best version of you, you are literally destroying and hurting everyone else.
Mhm.
Because you're always going to be warring with yourself. You're always going to be fighting with yourself. And then what happens is if that gets a little too strong, then you take it out on everybody else. And I 100% have done that in the past. And it sucks, especially when you start realizing how many people you hurt.
Yeah.
Now let me
Why the
throw
hell
a
y'all
monkey
keep putting me?
wrench
Why
in
the hell y'all keep putting me on these rants, man? Come on, what's up with this?
Wait a minute. You started that one.
But I'm going to
Madam.
throw a monkey wrench in at you there, Tim.
Okay,
You
here we go.
say, that realize that they're losing themselves. You have to remember that our selfish of who we are is constantly evolving, constantly changing
Mhm.
because of the decisions that we make. It's either good or bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Mhm.
that idea of, well, I want to be myself. I want to be myself in front of other people. I want to be myself. I'm losing a part of myself. That's a it's an ideology that can't really be defined because you're not really ever yourself. You're just a perception of what you want to be.
Or
What you're
perception of
surrounded
everybody else.
And
by.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your surroundings.
Yeah. You become a mirror.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. And it's just, I guess it's one of those things where I think that's the reason why I'll say this. That's the reason why I got so lost. Because trying to think back, okay, even thinking back to my childhood. Okay, so what was I like in my childhood? Well, then I start thinking about it. Honestly, in my childhood, I'm a lot like I am now. I basically kept to myself. When I was home, I was in my room. I was either playing, watching TV, or just chilling in my room. The only time I really interacted with anybody was if my mom called me out there for dinner or we were going somewhere, or when I went to school, or when I had to come back to sporting activity. That's honestly the only. Now that I think about it, and in this part, sorry guys, you're jumping into one of my past therapy sessions with the VA, but when I seriously think about it, how I was as a child is a lot like I am now. I've kind of reverted back to that where at most times if I'm home, I'm off to myself. Now a lot of it's because halftime freaking Bluey or freaking Miss Rachel or some kind of freaking what's that dude? Caillou is playing on the freaking TV out there. I am not trying to watch that 24 freaking 7. That's the only thing that keeps that child quiet. But so most of the time I'm not trying to watch that. So I'm usually in my office working on something, whether it's schoolwork, or whether it's something within the studio, you know what I'm saying, or doing something, whatever. I'm in my office. Now, I don't close myself off from anybody. Like, if you come into the office or whatever, I interact, but if I don't have to interact with somebody, I don't. And that's just my choice.
We just go
But
bug you.
yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, my interaction are the videos I send to everybody.
The 100 videos a day.
Yeah, but you know what? It brings me joy. I don't care.
And
It
that's
brings me
okay.
joy because it's something that makes me laugh. And so my natural reaction is to share it because if it makes me laugh and it brings joy to me, I want to share that.
Mhm.
And that's who I am. And I realize sometimes I got to fight. So you know what I do sometimes instead of sending everybody videos, I send it to one of my other profiles. I'll send it to one of my other profiles. So some of you guys talk about videos I send you like, oh my God, you send like 100. Listen, my profiles, like I got my Birdman sports profile. I then that's like on Facebook, but like TikTok, I got my other 3 profiles. I'll send videos to myself. And
Mhm.
then if I come back to it later, said, oh yeah, I remember that video, then I might share that out to somebody else.
Yeah.
But for real, like I keep a hold of that stuff because it's something that because to me in my head, the way my head works, it's so screwed up that a lot of people think I'm a positive person. A lot of people think I'm a positive person. I can get angry at times, but what's this? No, that one got changed. That's the one on the 4th now. That's this one. Yeah, that's the one she's gonna be out. This one now.
Oh, we won't.
Yeah, I mean we can go up there if you want to. I don't really care, but I mean it's whatever. But what it was the one we were supposed to be there Friday. They called me and changed it, so it got changed to the 4th of December.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So but I was like, hey, we can still go up there. I really don't care. I mean, it's whatever. But anyways, but like I don't lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Somebody help me.
You,
I was talking about the videos, sending people videos.
yeah, you send them to yourself, but then you have groups and stuff that you send them to. But they make you laugh, so that's why you send them out.
Yeah. And then I thought I was saying something after that. I can't remember. That's what happens. When you start getting older. Of course, all the concussions I've had didn't really help either. The concussions and the TBIs that I have, that does not help. So yeah, it does hurt. But like I said, it's just the way my mind works. Like I have to send stuff like that out because if I don't send stuff out that brings me enjoyment, or makes me laugh, then I'm kind of stuck with my mind sometimes slipping into the bad things. And like I said, a lot of people, that's what it was. A lot of people view me as being a very positive person. I'm not really down about a lot of stuff. Because number one, I don't normally really show that. Even
Right.
if I am feeling depressed about something, I don't normally show it. As soon as I get around somebody else, it's a natural reflex for me to naturally make other people laugh. But I'll give you a secret. I'll give you a secret, JJ. You've been around me a lot. Those times that I'm really making you laugh a lot, and it just seems like it's coming rapid fire. Those are the times I'm struggling the most. When I'm sitting there, it seems like I'm the center of attention of the group, and I'm just making everybody laugh, telling stories, just doing jokes, whatever. Those are the times I'm actually struggling the worst. And I'm just trying to get my mind off it, and get myself to a point where I can get back and actually handle it.
Yeah.
So that's a secret about me. Well, y'all learning secrets about the Birdman today. Y'all didn't know about that, huh? So if the Birdman's sitting on here making you laugh left and right, hey, just know Birdman's struggling, but he knows I know what I can do. I keep talking say he like I'm talking third person. I know what to do to kind of help calm myself down. That's one thing I really try to focus on. It's not trying to necessarily. I know I got people. I always talk to Des. You know what I'm saying? If I need to, I can talk to my sis. I can talk to JJ. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to Ace, talk to K, I can talk to Miss D. I got people. I got a lot of people I can talk to if it gets to that point. But I do try to handle quite a bit of it myself before I try to go rely on somebody else, because I 100% know with JJ, with Miss D, with even with Des, anybody else, Ace, anybody else that I would go to talk to, all y'all have your own lives, all y'all dealing with things in your own life. You know what I'm saying? I never want to add on anybody's stress. I much rather you talk to me about your stuff, and then we can sit there and talk and laugh and joke about it, because sometimes I feel better, talking to you about your stuff, because then as I'm talking to you, I'm working things out in my own life, with that kind of stuff. And that's just how I am.
And that's how I am. Like I don't feel comfortable talking to, others. Like you or sister, or, my girls here. I know the shit that they've got going on in their life, and I'm like, I don't want
Yeah.
to like disturb theirs. What they've got going on. I don't want to add to what they've got going on.
Yeah.
I don't want to add my shit show to their shit show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, man, it's real shitty around here. Why is it so shitty around here? What's going on? What's going on
What's
here?
going on?
Yeah, and yeah, Flo, because I mean, even Flo knows, she's been around me, especially when I was really, really bad. And she unfortunately bared the blunt of a lot of that. But yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. It doesn't always work, but I've gotten to the point now where even if it doesn't work, I still don't give up.
Right.
That might be that time I say, you know, hey, it's time for me to go to bed, and I'll go to bed. Like, yeah, you know what? I need to sleep this one off. Sleep this one off. Get up in the morning, drink some coffee, try it again. let's try again.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, it's a new day, so let's go try this again. I'll be back. But
Yeah,
no, I mean that's how it is. Like I said, no matter how many techniques you use, if you're in those type of situations, just know they're not always going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's foolproof. It's just you gotta get to that mindset. And like I said, I got to the point where I just started tackling everything like I was in the military, like I was still in the military. If I was given a mission or saying, hey, we had training going on, this and that, then guess what? I keep it like that now. Because once I get like that, I'm more focused, I'm more driven, and I'm more determined than I am when I wasn't having that mindset. So sometimes it's just me falling back on my training in the military and just saying, I'm just, okay, I got this situation going on here or what's going on with me here. Okay, let's look at it as it's a mission that I've got to complete. Okay, what is it going to take for me to complete this mission? First of all, what materials am I going to need? What kind of things am I going to need to do? How do I need to approach it? How do I attack it? What's the attack strategy? What's the exit strategy? You know what I'm saying? If I start to deal with this, then where can I fall back to in order to regroup, get myself refit and then go back and attack it again. And that's really honestly, that's probably the reason why I feel like I have been getting a lot better when it comes to a lot of things, because I've fallen back on that type of mindset. And it's a mindset, I'm telling you right now. For people who've never been in the military, it's almost an unbreakable mindset. When you have when you've been trained like that to just go, it's almost unbreakable. But you also have to be very careful, because it's also a mindset that if you get too far into it, it's hard to get out of it, and that can affect other aspects of your life. So don't rely on it too much. I don't rely on it too much. I try to stay human, because if you get in that type of mindset, you can become a robot, and you can seriously become something that you really don't want to be. Like I said, I remember how I was when I was in the military. That's not something I want to be here. But the mindset's not bad to have. It's not bad. You just got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I do the fight or
Yeah,
flight
yeah.
when I'm in those kinds of situations. I like what you guys see with me on like TikTok and stuff like that. You see what I want you to see. But if people were to actually see like the stressors that I go through on a regular basis and what's really going on in my life day to day, it would institutionalize somebody else, honestly. But when I get to that breaking point, like I said, I fight or flight. I am either some raging, like I don't even know the word. I like my demons play.
I'm a
Or
raging crazy bitch. Like
yeah,
seriously.
I was trying to put it in terms
I've
that
seen it
would
firsthand.
not have us flagged.
Right.
Like you don't even
No,
recognize
I
yourself.
can be right. And I mean, I can be downright psychotic, and I'm well aware of that. And then I go into these flight modes where I just shut down. I
Yeah.
completely shut down. I figure if I ignore it or push it off, it's just not going to happen, or it'll just pass by.
Yeah.
And that's the dangerous one for me, because then I'm not engaged in fixing the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like that flash in the pan explosion, get it out, deal
Yeah.
with the aftermath, than to try to suppress something that, like I said, that becomes dangerous for me. But
Yeah.
as far as like, I get the telling the jokes and sending the memes, and it's when you're struggling the most, because I kind of do the same thing. I don't share on any kind of social media what my struggles are, because they're not for other people. They're me, and
Right.
I mean,
And
like,
people
I
will
have
turn
a very
around and use that shit against you.
100%,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%, and do it
Yeah.
all the time. And
Yeah. Even people that
so,
don't even know
I
you.
will, or the worst are the ones that do know you.
Or the one, yes, the ones that,
Yeah.
yeah, those are the
Hmm.
worst.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'll address a comment over here on TikTok. Yeah, and I get it, Flo. And I do appreciate it. The times you were there. And like I said, even though you're saying hurt aside, I mean, still it doesn't change that factor of it. Or it doesn't change the fact that I was going through stuff. None of it changes. It doesn't make it any better. Um, and I think that's part of the major road of recovery. Like I've had people that have really screwed me over in the past. And one of the first things I try to work through, the best I can to process is forgiving them. Whether they ask for forgiveness or not, I work on forgiving them, because if not, I'm just going to continue to destroy myself, waiting for the type of apology or whatever that I might be. Shut up. Sorry, it's a cat. Um, but anyways, but seeking like because the thing is, you can seek an apology or something from somebody, but it's never going to be the type of apology you think you deserve. And that's the thing, because they may not be able to apologize the way you think they deserve. And so therefore, to me, someone asking me to forgive them or try to look for an apology, I don't really care about the apology. I don't really care about them seeking forgiveness, because at that point in time, I've already forgiven them, because I need to forgive them so I can move on. Now, if
You
they
for,
come and
you
ask me for
forgive them.
forgiveness,
You
yeah, go
forgive
ahead.
them for you, not for
Yeah,
yourself, not for
yeah.
them.
The
100%.
forgiveness is not for the forgiveness is not for. If I'm asking you for forgiveness, I'm not asking you for forgiveness because I want to hear you say, "Oh, I forgive you," or even if you say, "I don't forgive you." I'm not asking you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
This is going to sound messed up, but it's the truth, and it's honestly how you really should look at it. I don't I care, but I don't care if you say you forgive me or not,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, the thing is it's a 50-50 thing. You might say you forgive me, you might say you don't forgive me. You might say you forgive me, and I definitely can tell you don't mean it. You might also say, "I don't forgive you," but I can tell that you really honestly mean that you do forgive me. It's
I
just how
forgive
people
you,
react.
but I'm gonna throw this in your face later.
Right. So, I mean, that's why I say the forgiveness should not matter if that person's asking for forgiveness. You have to
Uh-huh.
work it within yourself. That's something I had to learn from me. You have to work it in yourself to say, "You know what? This person hurt me. But you know what? I do know that they were going through some things. I and even though they were hurting and they hurt me, I still forgive them."
Mhm.
Because it may be listen, some people it's almost you are hard pressed to get an apology, even if they step on your new Air Force Ones. I dare somebody step on my new Air Force Ones. Sweet. I'm not getting to heaven that day. Anyways, but even if they blatantly do something to you, you're still hard pressed to get them sorry or, "Oh, hey, I apologize," because that's just their character. That's just who they are.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you get those other people that are constantly apologizing for stuff. And then you get to the point where, well, you always say sorry for leaving the littlest things. I don't how should I even believe that you're actually sorry? Because that's easy for you to say. So it has to you have to actually take that person out of the equation, because at the end of the day, you're the one that lives in your mind. You're the one that,
Mhm.
that has to deal with those thoughts and those feelings every single day. Work on the forgiveness from your point, your perspective. Forget that other person.
Yeah.
If they come back and say, "Hey, I'm asking you for forgiveness," and if you can truly accept that forgiveness, then great. You know what I'm saying? You can move on with the friendship relationship, and you can decide, okay, do I really want to keep this person, close to me in my life, or hey, we can still be friends or whatever. I'm gonna keep you at a distance. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have the same access to me, because sometimes we
Mhm.
still give somebody. I think I said this before. We'll tell somebody, "Hey, I forgive you," and then give them the exact same access to us that they had before, and then they turn right back around and hurt us again. And then we're
Yeah.
upset, like, I can't believe they hurt us again. Well, you gave them the opportunity to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta sit there and say, hey, I forgive you. I'm not throwing this back in your face, but however, we're gonna have to. It's gonna take some time for us to even reach anywhere close to where we were at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Especially if
that
the
should be okay.
reoccurring, especially if the I'm sorry's, the reasons that they're saying the I'm sorry's is a
Yeah,
repetitive cycle.
yeah, and that happens a lot.
And
That
also
happens a lot.
change
What
the
you about to say, Miss
narrative.
D?
Is it change the
They're
narrative instead of, okay, I forgive you, it's I forgive myself for being put in that situation.
Mhm.
I forgive myself for allowing myself to feel a certain way. I forgive
Mhm.
myself for going back into being hurt again, or what have you, whatever the situation may be, rather than saying I forgive you, it should be I forgive me. And
Mhm.
then,
Mhm.
because any kind of healing, whether it's healing a relationship, a friendship, or whatever, needs to come from yourself first. You have to heal
Yeah.
yourself
Mhm.
first before you can. So again, that goes back to being selfish.
Mhm.
If we put our inner works into ourself first, we can present our best selves forward.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the thing is, bottom line, if the person, let's say the person is the person that hurt you, right? If they are truly, if they're truly sincere, first of all, about asking for forgiveness, if they're truly sincere about changing and doing other things, they'll understand if you have that, still have that issue. Like, you don't have to say anything else. They'll understand, and they'll understand that, hey, there's things I know I need to do on my end to make sure you see that I'm not, it's not the same situation. And I think
Right.
Flo might have said in the comments,
It's
yeah,
just
okay, like her second
boundaries.
comment said, yeah, boundaries she struggles with, and yes, exactly, I need to see the change, and that's perfectly okay. And it's one of those things, as long as you're honest about that. That's the first thing. You got to be honest about that, and even hopefully communicate that with that other person. And like I said, I've had that happen with me, and I've said the exact same thing that she just said. I've said that exact same thing, and I was like, hey, look, I got to see a change, and I've said that as recently as not that long ago. But if there's no change, you're not seeing any change, then guess what? I'm not allowing you to keep doing the same thing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of visual, and you have to be open and accepting to actually truly seeing it. Because sometimes we can say that, and I've done it. I can say, well, I got to see a change, but I don't ever see the change because the only thing I see is the hurt, and that happens. It happens. It's okay. You're human. It's okay that if you feel that way, but you have to be honest about it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had to go back and talk to somebody not that long ago, and I had to ask them for forgiveness because I kept seeing that every time I seen them, every time I talked to them, I kept seeing it. So I said, you know what, I apologize. I need you to forgive me because I never gave you an opportunity to actually change anything because all I saw was you and what you did to me. So therefore, I never gave you the opportunity to show me. I never gave you the opportunity to change in my eyes. And that, like I said, as long as you're honest about that, then you find out you start growing a lot more. And some things you
Mhm.
start, and that's how I am right now. I've gotten a lot better with handling a lot of different things, and how I deal with things and how I cope with things. Because the simple fact is, I had to start being honest with myself. I had to start seriously being honest with myself and start saying, "Listen, I've been a little bit more human, with stuff I was doing than I was trying to give myself credit for. Um, and I was struggling a heck of a lot more than what I was telling myself, and because of that, th things weren't getting better. It's because I wasn't being honest, and I wasn't being honest with the other person when it came to a lot of that stuff, and it's like, "Dude, first of all, I gotta if I wanna grow, if I wanna get past this stuff, man, I gotta let go." You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's something you can't do, be honest, say, "Hey, I just don't think I can do this," and then let it be. Walk away. But sometimes we wanna hold on to that hurt because we don't wanna lose that person, but we also don't wanna let that person back in, so it just becomes a revolving door, and you honestly end up sometimes the other person not even hurting you anymore. You're hurting yourself because you keep reliving the hurt. You just keep reliving the hurt. The other person is, they've come back, they apologize, they've been sincere about it, and you keep seeing it, but all you keep doing is you just keep reliving that moment, and you haven't even seen the fact that that person actually has changed, moved on, grown, and then it's not until later that you're sitting like, oh man, they really actually have changed, and then you're like, oh crap, you know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, but it's human nature. It's okay. I'm not condemning nobody because why? I did it.
I did it to myself.
So I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've done it to myself as well. So why would I condemn anybody else for doing that? Because I know it's human nature. We sometimes go into that, like Miss D said, fight or flight. And sometimes we go into that cocoon where we're trying to block out everything else from hurting ourselves or even other people that are close to us. And we call ourselves getting into protective mode, but we're not really protecting ourselves. We're internally hurting ourselves more. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, look, we know how we do here. We can talk about one thing and we're gonna end up somewhere else. Okay?
we went all kinds of directions today.
We can start off in Utah, go over to California, back over to the East Coast, go hit New York, and then next thing you know, we in freaking Saudi, we in Bali or something. Outer space. That's how we doing the Birdman show. Look, we don't went 2 hours and 10 minutes in this show.
No more.
I didn't realize. I just looked at the time within the studio. I was like, oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. We did talk about the episode last night. Which was on Skinwalker Ranch, and we spent a good portion on it.
It was a good 45 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah. We did, son. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But you know how we do everything we do around here. It has a potential of. Listen, if you can find a therapy session talking about UFOs, skinwalkers, aliens, and stuff like that, yeah, you're actually kind of pretty screwed up.
Paranormal. Then we go to dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, dinosaurs. Yeah, we started with mosquitoes, then went to then bringing back dinosaurs and everything.
And then we end it with mental health. So
yeah, that's what we do. That's exactly what we do. So yeah. Hold on, man. Sorry, dealing with the stupid cat.
Leave that cat alone.
No, he won't stop meowing. And I'm about to make some slippers out of him. Anyways,
he's telling you to get off.
Yeah, well, yeah. I got something he gonna need to get off because I'm about to put my foot. Anyways, yes, Ms. D, you have
doesn't resemble the scene from
right? Oh God. Like what you said? If you could tell me what that cat's name was, I'll shoot myself there, right? Oh my God. Hold on, man. Oh my God. Give me a sec. Hold on, give me a sec. Ms. D, you got anything you want to tell the good people before we get up out here as I mute my mic?
Not really. I mean, I thought it was a great recap. Why I wear this particular hat. Gotta hone it in every once in a while.
Wait, let me see it.
I can see it now.
Shit show
Survivor.
Oh, supervisor.
Supervisor.
I need one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need one of them. Shit show
I say
supervisor.
it's absolutely. Well, I figure Ace has a chaos coordinator for his Ace Train trivia stuff, so might as well give him a shit show supervisor.
He is chaos.
Yeah, well, them is facts.
Yeah.
Them is facts.
He is chaos.
Just saying.
You know what though?
Yeah.
It's a fun ride and to get off of it, so
I get it.
It is fun.
It's always a good time when I'm on.
Yes, it is. And you already know when Birdman get on anything. Hey, party central. You heard? Especially when you got K-pop demon hunters playing in the background.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm with as much as I watch it. I think I just by myself might keep it on Netflix for a long time. They're like, God, there's this one
I've
guy.
literally only seen like 5 minutes of.
It's not for everybody. I'm just saying
I,
it's not.
I
But I love it. I love the songs.
Mm.
Songs are awesome.
I never watched it.
It's actually really good. Yeah, it's really good. Brain and I will sit there and watch it.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, like I said, the songs are unbelievable. They're awesome. So can't wait for them to get off tour so they can start working on the second one. Because they were definitely already working on the second one. Did you already give your closing remarks there, JJ?
Oh, there's just it was a fun night. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hey, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ace is driving across country. I know Death Light was handling some personal issues. Well, not personal issues, but she was taking some personal time to do some things. So I was like, "Yep, I guess I'm doing the episode by myself." And then it's like, "Well, I can call JJ." It's like, wasn't the Skinwalker Ranch? Like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't know if she was doing anything, so she called. She's like, "Yeah, I'll be on there." Like, "Oh, okay."
Yep,
And
I
then
was just doing laundry.
and then Miss D was like, "Hey, I'll be on there in a few minutes." All righty, now it's a party.
That's right. Now
It's all
it's a
good.
party.
Yeah, now it's part. Well, listen, my closing remarks, they're very simple. Like I said, I did have a lot of fun talking about Skinwalker Ranch, UFOs, everything else. And then, of course, the way we ended it was great as well. Like I said, the show was started and it's centered around mental health. So it's never off topic. It's never off topic. It's never going to be off the table.
No.
Anytime we get to circle around back to it, I'm all for it. Especially if it's something to help, it's going to help somebody grow. Like I said, anytime we deal with it, I feel like I grow a little bit each time. And I feel like I do better each time with it because I'm getting to the point where it's a little easier to talk about because I'm a very closed off person when it comes to my feelings. That's just how I am. But I mean, I try to get better about that. I try to do much better about that, and I try to make sure to let everybody else know, hey, it's okay if you are struggling with feelings or some of the thoughts you have. But it's also okay to know that you have other people that are doing the exact same thing. They're struggling the same way. So it's okay to be able to try to talk about things like that. Sometimes you don't even need to talk about it. You can say, hey, I'm just struggling with some things, but I don't want to talk about it. Great, let's talk about something else we want to talk about, and just and then talk about something else. It is what it is. So always know you have a safe space here to talk about anything you want to talk about. We are here for any and everyone, whether you follow us or not, or if you're somebody that just kind of pops in from time to time. If you ever need anything, you need somebody to talk to, you got a lot of ears here. And I'm not talking about in the cornfield either. But yeah, thank you guys so very much. What? What? That was no? That was no? Oh, okay. Well, don't
Well,
unfollow me for that one.
I will say to add on to that, though, Tim, like if somebody, like even on one of our Monday night episodes, if somebody
Yes.
pops in and says, "Hey, I'm struggling," I'm the first person along the. All right, we'll drop the topic that we're doing and
Mhm.
and let's talk about it. What do you. I mean, God knows I can give advice all long, but if you just need somebody to listen, do that too. Because yeah, we come up with topics and ideas for the shows, but when it comes to somebody's mental health, that trumps everything.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, fully understand the reason why that would be is because when I think about how many people, I may have ran into or passed, I could tell there was something bothering them, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just think about it. think about how many times you may have passed somebody or talked to somebody. You kind of tell something's going on, but you didn't speak up, you didn't ask, you didn't check. And then think about how many times you hear later, either the news or something, that they unalived themselves, and maybe it was just because no one stopped to just see how they were doing or just talk to them, or just whatever. That's not somebody I want to be. I don't want to be somebody like that. I want to be like, somebody comes, hey, I'm struggling with something. Hey, well, you know what? Why don't you just reach out to me, after this is over and we'll talk, da da da. That few minutes that we could have used to actually talk about it, that might have been the deciding factor for somebody. And I've been in that situation, and it's not a great feeling. It's not, because you might be saying, well, man, what if I had taken the time to talk to that person? Or what if I just say, hey, what's going on? Hey, just we ain't got to talk about what's going on. Let's just talk. Hey, who's your favorite team? What do you what kind of movies you like to watch? Anything to get them off their mind and show that you actually care. I'm telling you, that goes a long way. Sometimes it's you might be thinking something. You're like, hey, I just need to talk to somebody. Blah blah blah. And that's sometimes that's kind of behind the reason why I do send some of the videos I send. Is because you never know that one video you send, you might send it to somebody who's really struggling that day, but they see that and they laugh just a little bit, and it might snap them out of what they're thinking about. So
Yeah.
always, I like I say, always try be kind to everyone. But before you can be kind to everyone else, try to be kind to yourself. Because that is a lot of energy to bring into you.
I'm gonna
Um,
comment.
Go ahead.
I know I give you a lot of shit about sending me 100 videos a day,
I don't care.
but I do. There are some days where I even though I don't realize it at the time,
Uh-huh.
it helps.
Yeah. And I
Like,
tell people, hey, listen, you ain't got to look at the video right then. Look at it later when
right.
you feel like you really, because you already know I'm gonna send a funny video. I'm not sending anything crazy. I'm gonna send funny videos. So just
Yeah.
look at it later. Like when you say, "Oh man, I'm having a tough day today." You're like, you know what? I forgot Tim sent me some videos. Let me go watch those real quick. I'm telling you, the ones I be sending, man, they be having you on the. You see the one with the dog that threw the little dog onto that rug? I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. You might have if you haven't seen any videos I sent today, then no, you haven't seen it.
No, I have not looked at them
Okay,
today.
I'm telling you, Mom saw it and she almost spit her teeth out. She laughed so hard, like them suckers almost flew across the room. It had me
Yeah.
freaking. I think I might have sent it to you too, Miss D. I don't know if I have. I'll check.
Right. I kind of like hoard the videos that get sent to me because I've got a couple people that do that, and like I won't look at them, and just like one day I'll be struggling,
Yeah,
whatever, right before bed, and then I'll just like binge them all. Like we're
yeah.
talking like sometimes it's like 200-300,
I
because
feel.
I just let them build up.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't hold it against you. Like I said, I send them, and like I said, it's like one of those things. You ain't got to watch them right there. You can watch them later. But yeah, that's honestly that's the reason why I do it. So I mean, like I said, I appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna try to end this episode again.
Yep, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I don't ever try to rush it, you know what I'm saying? But I also don't want to, I don't want to take up everybody's time and everything too. But I do appreciate my co-host, Lady Phoenix, Miss D, these lovely ladies jumping in with me doing this recap / therapy session. I mean, we might have to just change the recap to a therapy session, because we never know what we're really gonna talk about. So
It always ends up there.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I definitely want to thank everybody for joining in. People that were joining in on comments and everything. You guys are awesome. We got to was that 8.8K? I think it is.
Yep.
I think it's 8.8. So thank you guys for the likes and everything. Really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome. Love you guys so much. Let's see. So today, Thursday, I don't know. I'm assuming Ace is doing an Ace train this Sunday. I'm not sure because, like I said, he's out of town. So
I'm pretty sure he said no for this week.
okay, all right. So we will be back. So we'll be back Monday. We're gonna be talking about for conspiracy theories episode. We'll be talking about the moon landing, Area 51, and I'm pretty sure there's quite a few other ones that I'm gonna have in my back pocket to make sure that we're talking about as well. Tell Baby Bird I said good night as well. Love you, baby. Tweet. You ought to see it when she does it. It's freaking hilarious. Yeah, so we'll be back Monday for another conspiracy theory episode. And then of course we'll be back Wednesday for I don't even know what Wednesday's episode is. I don't know. I'll find out and let you know. Anyways, I don't even know half the time.
Which conspiracy theory is on Monday?
We're talking about the moon landing, Area 51, both of them, because there's one here in the United States and there's one there's actually one in Australia. I think it's Australia. I said, did I say Australia? I think it was Australia I was talking about.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I have to go back. Okay, yeah. So there's also one in Australia. Well, I'm not surprised there's one in Australia. Everything there kill you anyways. So
Right.
not really surprised. There is one there. She said, tweet. Yeah, no, yeah, we're not gonna do all that. Yeah, so we'll be back. Like I said, we're chock full of stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I love it. I love the conspiracy theory spinoff we're doing. Even let's talk about it, where we ask the question. And then of course, I'm always loving what we do with anything we do with the Birdman Show. So we will see you guys Monday. Same bat channel, same bat time, 6 p.m. Central Time, for another conspiracy theory episode. So this is your boy, the Birdman, for Lady Phoenix and Miss D. This was the Birdman Show recap. So you already know what to do. So why don't you go ahead and do it with us when we get up out of here. All right. And we out.
Yo, welcome to the Birdman Show. Let's dive deep. Murder mysteries and tales that make you lose sleep. We re-uncover in the darkness the stories we'll keep. Laughing about the silliness while we leap and we sweep.
Here's the mental health, let's